Hey there, I'm Jim DuBos. Over the last 35 years, I've built 10 companies and exited 7, and I can tell you, hiring the right people is one of the hardest, most important parts of growing a business that shouldn't rely 100% on you. If you're finding it tough to attract great talent right now, you're not alone.
Welcome to the Launch Capsule. With your host, James DuBos. Buckle up because your launch capsule begins now.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I work with business owners across the country, and nearly every one of them says the same thing. We just can't find the right people. Here's the deal. The right people are out there. But you got to be intentional about how you attract, engage, and retain them. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through 6 strategies that actually work, including one most business owners skip entirely: building a candidate bench that matches your strategic scaling plan. These strategies aren't theories. They're the same ones I've used in my own companies and with my clients to build high-performing teams. Strategy 1, culture is a hiring filter, not a perk. Let's start here. If you're not clear on who you are and what your company stands for, you're going to attract the wrong people. Or worse, nobody. You don't need to create some feel-good corporate slogan. Just ask, what do we value here? Do we live these values? What do we not tolerate? Are we consistent? What kind of behavior gets rewarded? Then share it loud and often. Use your careers page, social media, even your job descriptions to reflect your real culture. Don't polish it. Be honest. Because here's the truth. Culture isn't about beanbags and free lunch. It's about transparency, trust, and expectations. When people know what they're signing up for, the right ones lean in and the wrong ones opt out, and that's exactly what you want. Strategy 2, remove the friction from hiring. Too many companies make candidates jump through hoops and then wonder why good people ghost them. Here's what I recommend. 1, keep applications under 5 minutes. 2, automate scheduling, but make follow-ups personal. 3, give candidates a timeline up front and stick to it. And please don't ghost people. Even if they're not a fit, thank them and let them know. That reputation gets around fast. Every touch point in the hiring process either builds or erodes your brand. So, make it count. Strategy 3, compensation that competes, even if you're not the highest paying. You don't need to have Google's budget to be competitive, but you do need to be smart. Here's what today's workforce cares about. 1, flexibility, remote work options, 4-day weeks, and/or asynchronous work. This doesn't undermine accountability to execute, actually just the opposite. People respect being treated like grown-up adults and respond with higher performance. 2, personal and professional development, training budgets, coaching. They want role clarity and a view to progress within the company. When talented people know you want them to progress in their professional capabilities, even when it results in you having to compensate them more, they recognize that you truly care about their long-term success. 3, health and stability. Health benefits, clear expectations. The minimum benefits package is health, dental, life, and vision insurance. A 401k plan with company matching. We use 3% with a cap per year, per employee. For time off, we used an open paid time off strategy to allow us to attract the most tenured professionals. While many companies set their paid time off based on years with the company, we eliminated this barrier to hire, resulting in many new potential employees as we grew. We also budgeted to keep our employee health insurance costs at a minimum, which meant as prices were going up, we were absorbing more of the costs. Each year, when we renewed the benefits plans, we showed them how much we were paying for each employee. This resulted in a deeper employee loyalty and appreciation for the ownership's efforts. You don't have to offer everything, but figure out what matters most to the kind of people you want and lean into it. And don't be afraid to talk about compensation early. Transparency builds trust, and it saves everyone time. Strategy 4, show up where talent hangs out. Job boards are saturated. If all you're doing is posting on Indeed or ZipRecruiter, you're missing the real opportunity. Here's what's working. 1, post behind-the-scenes clips on LinkedIn and Instagram. 2, highlight your team's wins, real humans, not stock images. 3, encourage your employees to share openings in their own voice. People don't just apply to jobs, they apply to stories. The more you tell yours, the more aligned talent you'll attract. And don't ignore review platforms. If you've got a toxic Glassdoor page, fix the root issue first. Then ask your team to share their real experiences. Strategy 5, tap into employee referrals. Let me tell you, your best hires probably already know someone great, but if you don't make it easy for them to refer people, they won't do it. Here's what we did in our referral system. 1, we set up a simple system, a form, a link, and a Slack channel. 2, we offered a clear reward and paid it out quickly. The only requirement was that the new hire had to stay past the 90-day probation period. If 2 employees referred the same person, they split the reward. 3, talk about it regularly, in every meeting in every department across the company. Not once and done. We wanted the entire company to know we were hiring. This gave us the greatest pool of potential candidates, and employees were excited because they knew the company was strong, stable, and growing. 4, if someone refers a great hire, celebrate it company-wide. Public recognition reinforces the behavior. Your team becomes your recruiting force, and your culture stays strong because they're bringing in people they believe in. Look, the cost for a professional recruiter can be as high as 30% of the annual salary. We based our referral plan on 5%, and the results were staggering. 75% of our new hires came from employee referrals. In my last company, we hired over 100 people in 3 years. This strategy works. Strategy 6, build a bench based on your growth plans. Most businesses don't start looking for talent until they're desperate. That's a huge mistake. You need to build a bench, a pipeline of people you can bring in when the timing's right. In order to do this, you must start with your growth roadmap, which should come from your strategic plan. Here are the questions you need to answer. What areas of the business are going to grow? Based on the products and services, what new roles will that require? Will you require new management to be added to the team? Will that come from an internal promotion? If so, you will need to plan to replace that person as well. Where are you vulnerable if someone quits tomorrow? Many times we forget to analyze the key positions in the company and evaluate the impact of employees leaving. In building your bench, here are 3 tips to get you started. 1, create future job descriptions even if you're not hiring yet. 2, stay in touch with promising candidates from past interviews. I suggest a dedicated candidate resource management tool for you to manage engagement. 3, build relationships with specialists or contractors you can call when things ramp up. And here's a key tip. Use your content to attract future hires, not just current ones. If you know you'll need a strong operations lead in 6 months, start talking publicly about the kinds of operational challenges you're tackling now. That kind of signal draws the right people to you before you're scrambling to fill a seat. This strategy is not a task for the business owner. It is for the managers responsible for the teams where growth is going to take place. They need to implement this strategy and report to the ownership the progress. Now it's time to pull it all together. If you want to attract and retain top talent, especially in a competitive market, focus on these 6 strategies. 1, be crystal clear about your culture. Tell it loud and often. 2, remove friction from the hiring process. 3, Offer total compensation that aligns with your people and their roles in the company. 4. Use digital platforms to tell your story. 5. Activate your current team with a formal employee referral program. And 6. Build a hiring bench that supports where you're going, not just where you are now. This isn't about gimmicks. It's about being intentional, strategic, and consistent, just like every other part of your business. And if you're not sure where to start with one. As an example, you could fix your hiring process this quarter or launch a simple referral bonus. I promise, small steps add up fast. So as I bring this episode to a close, I want to thank you for your time today. If you got value from this episode, drop your thoughts in the comments and hit subscribe and share. Have an awesome day.
That's a wrap for today's episode of The Launch Capsule. With your host and mentor to success, James DuBos. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share.